Hello my friends, welcome back to my analysis for these trading charts, my trading signals that I have for NVIDIA, and we'll also be covering Tesla pretty soon. But let's start with this chart. Let's start with this with NVIDIA, and right off the bat today is 16th of December. And you can see that today was a volatile day. Not really that volatile near the end of the day, was kind of behaving like a range. But the initial hours were very volatile. And you can see that the price basically just dumps, right? It's like a red day, solid red day. I mean, this is very clear to everyone. This was one of the possibilities because I told you that there were lots of indicators that we will have a volatile day. For example, we had this yellow circle. Yellow always means volatility or range. We got a mix of the two. There was this green circle right here, 16 as well, and the green box. But we also got a red box right here, 16 to 17. Now I am assuming this is the correction because in the worst case scenario we could expect another correction tomorrow, which could go even lower than this. And this is already pretty low, guys. This is already lower than November. Slightly lower, but it's still very worrying considering this is, I mean, these are levels not since basically the start of October, something like that. So it's kind of worrying how NVIDIA is crumbling right now. It's failing to sustain the price, failing to go in a positive range. It's just non-stop correction. There are some powerful uptrends, don't get me wrong, like for example this one on the 11 that was within the range of this box right here, the 9, the green box from the 10 to the 13. But most of that previous week was mostly basically a red week. I mean, the price closes this Friday, 13th of December. This is the one. It closes much lower than it started on the week. So yeah, it's a volatile red week, and I'm hoping this can reverse the trend, because if it continues going down, NVIDIA will basically go lower than the 130 range, and that could spell some trouble. I'm not kidding right here. That could be some trouble right here because NVIDIA is supposed to be, it's the largest. It's one of the biggest, and it's also evergreen. Now don't get me wrong, guys, I'm not bearish on NVIDIA. I'm just telling you that for the month I was expecting a much better development. The uptrends that I'm seeing are powerful, but not nearly as powerful as I expected. I thought that this will be a solid green month, and so far these corrections are very critical, very punishing. Now I still have time to I have to make predictions for the month, for like months, not just days. So maybe if I had done so, I could have seen this coming and possibly other months, following months. For example, in my crypto predictions, for some reason, it's telling me that January of the next year is going to be a bad month for some reason. This is a very critical information that I'm sharing with you guys. I only shared this with my crypto subscribers, like once. I'm telling you guys right here. So this is why it's very important to see my videos, guys. Even if you think that you watch it all, I always drop gems. I always drop extreme knowledge, extremely useful, extremely profitable knowledge that I expect and I hope people take advantage of, because this is no small deal, guys. Knowing how the future of finance is going to be, knowing when it's going to crash and when it's going to pump, it's really important. Anyways, so that's basically the outlook for NVIDIA. Now tomorrow, like I was saying, in the worst case scenario, we could see a correction as well, but I think green days are coming, the 18 and 19 and possibly on the 20th. So this is the best case scenario right here, that we somehow get 3 consecutive days or 2 consecutive green days, something like that, because 3 might be a little tricky, but at least 2 of them will be very good. And I hope that these days level up level us up again to this range, possibly higher. It depends. I have at least guaranteed some volatility, very strong impulses on the 19, possibly 20. If I were to say, I think that's going to be on the 20th on Friday, because it's going to be a day shared by this red circle as well, which means a lot of volatility. And if things go right, it will be a very volatile uptrend. I hope so. Let's hope that NVIDIA does not disappoint and give us a range instead, which could be extremely boring. But yeah, this is the opportunity for this week, for the rest of the week. I think it's going to bring us some impulse, some green days definitely, but I hope that it's a very good one. We need some good green days. Okay, so that's all I have for NVIDIA. Now let's take a look at Tesla very quickly. And Tesla is already a very different story, guys. Very different story. The last week, non-stop green days. There were some red days, like I predicted, for example, this on the 12th. But only one of these green circles red circles came to pass. The other was a complete surprise. 13th of December, powerful impulse. Today, it's an even better impulse. Look at this. This is, I'm talking about 5%, something like that. 5.5, something around those levels. It's very good, guys. This was to be expected because we also have a yellow circle right here on the 16th. And unlike the NVIDIA one, doesn't have any green or red boxes. That's because I didn't have the time to add those details to this chart. But so far, it's like the complete opposite of what NVIDIA just did. Like the complete opposite. And Tesla is rising after some months of complete pain, complete loss, complete reversals. It's doing the complete opposite, guys. Very, very good for Tesla holders. Yeah, I think this recovery was to be expected. Many people were asking for it. Many people were desperate for it. Look at this. Tesla was was really doing something very crazy on these last 3 months, something like this. Absolute range after range after range. I mean, the entire month of October basically is like a range. Very crazy. But finally, we're getting some action on December. Very powerful reactions. So yeah, what else to say, guys? Really, Tesla is doing. I mean, look at this. This is one of my first predictions of Tesla, I think, in July. So funny, guys. So funny that it's still right there. Anyways, so yeah, let's take a look what the overall outlook for the next days is for Tesla. So since we don't have the box, and since already Tesla is diverging very differently from NVIDIA, I really don't trust taking the NVIDIA boxes and applying them to Tesla. So let's just go by the circles, and the circles say that tomorrow could be also a remnant of this volatility, maybe not as volatile as today, more relaxed, I think, but on the 18th of December, it's also a very promising volatile day. And if things go right, it could be a very strong impulse again, once again. So I think it's way more clear that Tesla can have a green week. It's not really that clear for NVIDIA. It really depends on the powerful impulses, imminent potential impulses that are coming. But for Tesla, I think the picture is way clearer because we had a very powerful green day today and the potential of having another one, especially on the 18th or 19th. That already tells me that unless things go south extremely bad, it's going to be a green week for Tesla. Another jump, another massive profit. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Stay put for Christmas. I think it will be a very volatile week, that one. But yeah, just invite you all to subscribe, share, and like. Give me your comments, give me your insights, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.